Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is PJ. So guys, I want to show you guys on what has happened so far on our boom 500 on 30-minute time frames. So I'm going to show you guys what are the things that you need to do if you want to use this particular indicator on the right side, and you can successfully be taking up your trade every time you want to take it. And this is 30-minute time frames on boom 500 on 30-minute time frame. So what you just need to do is to get this particular indicator. You can check my video description and you are going to find where to reach me. So this indicator is not for free, so if you are coming to my DM, please, I only need the serious people, serious positive minded, who are ready to change things. You understand? So we need to understand something according to the trend of the market that we have. We need to have our trend below the 20. So we need to check the trend of the market first, and currently now this is how we can check the trend of the market. We can check it on these second time frames, and we can see currently now we are having a downtrend at this particular moment. And before, we can see currently now it's moving above the 80 level, and which indicates to us that we are moving on a uptrend. You can see this is a downtrend entry. As we can see, we have the downtrend entry, and also we have this our indicator here that tell us the uptrend of the market. And we have this second one here also. We can see the downtrend have already started from this particular zone, and it's coming on a little downtrend, as you can see here. So but that is not the main focus of this video. So the main focus of this video is how you can enter a trade by this particular indicator. So we have to check that, we have to see that we have our trend above the 20 level, and this is our 20 level, this is our 80 level. We have it above the 80 level. We have our trend. We can see our trend that moved from green to orange here. We have to have it above the 80 level, or we have it below the 80 level, like what we have at this particular area. We can see it traded down below the 20 level, and the same thing must happen on the second window. We can see we have an uptrend here, we have an uptrend here. Then you have to confirm your trend of a downtrend at this particular area. You must look for an entry at this particular area on your 5-minute time frames. Then after you confirm it on your 5-minute time frames, then you come back to your 30-minute time frames to check for your exhausting candle. Then you are in for the market. So we can see now that I take this particular trade on a downtrend up to this particular moment, and we can see that we have another trend that confirm here. We have a downtrend that trade below the 20 level here. We have a confirmation also below the 20 level here, and we can see we go to our 5-minute time frames and check for where we have our arrow. Then we enter our trade on our 30-minute time frames when we confirm the exhausting candle, and that is what we are going to be checking on this particular video. So we are going to be checking this particular area on our 5-minute time frames. So on your 5-minute time frames, you go to your 5-minute time frames and you need to confirm something on your 5-minute time frames. As you can see now, currently now I have a trade that is running, but I will tell you the reason why I have that particular trade at that particular area. So let me show you now. Yes, this is where we have it now. If we can see very well now that we have our trend below the below the 20 level. We have it below the 20 level. So immediately it go below the 20 level on the first window. Then we will be looking out for for our arrow to appear. We can see that our arrow does not appear any moment here. So we also check that particular trend on our second indicator window. You can see that it go below the 20 level, and immediately we have our arrow appear. You will see that our price might have reached this particular area before it show up our arrow. So don't worry about that, because your trade is going to be on your 30-minute time frames. So what we are going to do is that we are going to mark that particular arrow. Once we mark that particular arrow, we can see that it's fall below the the 20 level here, and also below the 20 level here. So we now go to our 30-minute time frames to check where that particular arrow fall into. We can see now, if we zoom it very well, we will discover that that particular arrow appear on the on the last red candle. You can see it appear on the last red candle. So once it appears on the last red candle, and you can confirm your exhausting candle appear after it, then you can enter your trade for your entry, for your entry for that on 30-minute time frame. So you can see that. So you can see that if I enter a trade at this particular area now, we go on a uptrend up to this moment currently now. So but we can see that our trend have reversed back and is go above the 80 level. So this will be your area of your what of your take profits. And we can see also on the second indicator window here that we have it also above the 80 level. So now currently now we are going to be looking for a what a downtrend. We are going to be looking for a downtrend. So that's why we are going to go to our 5-minute time frames and begin to look for our arrow to appear. We can see this particular trend now, this particular grain now, it trades above the 80 level, and we can also confirm it at this particular one. Also it go below the what 80 level. So this particular arrow that we have here is a confirmation entry for us. Is a confirmation entry for us because this particular trend of a trend that we have here, it go above the 80 level, and we also have our second window confirming that for us. So we are going to go for 30-minute time frames to check where exact this particular line fall into. And when we check on our 30-minute time frame, we will see that it appear on the last grain candle. It appears on the what on the last grain candle, and that's after the last grain candle we will see our exhausting candle that form that break it over. And once it break it over, that particular area will serve as a what as an entry for us. And once it serve as an entry for us, then you can take a trade on a downtrend. So you can decide to wait till when we have another confirmation, or when it pull down little bit, or take your profits, and you can decide to wait for another particular entry again, because this particular trend can still form another entry at any moment, because it might come down little bit then form another accurate entry where this particular trend still confirm that is still on the accurate trend. But there's already 89% that this particular trend is coming on a downtrend. So that is how this particular indicator works. So to get this particular indicator works, you can see this is the same strategy I used to take my trade around this particular area, and this is the same strategy I used to take it around this particular area. I also take this particular trend. So you just need to understand how this particular indicator works and how it works perfectly, guys. So that is how this particular indicator works. So to get this particular indicator, you can reach me out on my Telegram, and you can message me and I will respond to you. Thanks, guys.